This is a really interesting one. Claire says, I have a side hustle that I think would be a great small business for me. I have listened to your show for years. I think I'm finally ready to quit my day job and focus full time on my business. That's awesome. Good for her. My question is this. My current employer could be a great customer for my small business, but I've always been hesitant to bring it up for fear that they may think it's a conflict of interest. Do you have any ideas on how I might recruit them as a client either before or after I leave? Love the show and thanks for your help. You know, as like for Claire, is maybe there's an opportunity that
both sides of this. Yep.
Yeah. And that's how I would try to frame it.
Absolutely.
Of something positive for both. It's like, hey, I want to stay involved with the company, but I want this. And maybe it's, hey, I want more time or flexibility for my family, but I can still do this. Yeah. And I could save you. And since I know this business so well, I think I could save you money, or I can help with a better quality supplier, whatever it is. I don't have those details.
Yeah, we don't have the details. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I think that starting to have that discussion with them and framing it as I want I need more time for this, that gives you that opportunity to interject it. It may not work, but it may, especially if you come back and say, well, I'd love to just have the opportunity to
try it,
depending how it works. Just try it or bid on it. I can provide this for less. I've seen what it takes to do it. I know so much about this. I'd love to, work with you. Maybe it does involve staying on as a consultant after you go. And maybe when you tell them, they're going to be like, oh no, you're leaving. But you could say, well, how about
I don't have to
change. I don't have to leave 100%. And then you could introduce that next step. It's like, I could also, offer this, and they may jump at it, or they may say, well, let's start as a consultant, see how that goes. And if that works out, maybe we could become your customer for whatever you're selling.
Well, I mean, there's very little difference between consultant and, them hiring you as a consultant and them being your customer. I mean, from a legal standpoint, it is literally the same thing. Yes. Right. Yeah. So, and I remember when I was doing that contract with Citibank, one of the clear, one of the line items in it was that I had to offer my services to other people, right? Because they were basically going down the list of what at the time was the delineation between employee and 1099 contractor, right? Like they got it. So they were like, you agree that you are offering your services to other people. Whether or not I ever actually engaged with other people, they didn't care, but they needed me to attest to the fact that I was open to that idea, because otherwise I was just an employee. And of course, I was very open to the idea. That's what I was going to do on my other 2 days, Yeah. So it worked out really well. But a lot of it was their idea, the path that we took to do it. And
maybe that's maybe Claire can kind of make that happen, right?
Yeah.
If she changes
have the conversation. Exactly.
Yeah. Start the discussion about more time and this, and you just never know. They could be thinking, wow, gee, we need to eliminate a position, and maybe you going as a consultant, you get to leave with some training wheels, so to speak, where you still get some revenue and allows you to go out. So try to find, I think you need to find who could be your champion, right?
Yes, you definitely need that champion.